Hello guys, so hi, it's going on. This is Pulkit this side, and in this video we're gonna be creating this Gmail, this loading animation. So let me show you. 1 second. Here's how it looks like. So we'll be creating everything from scratch. We'll be writing all of the CSS and HTML on our own. We won't be using any third-party images, images or anything or any kind of an library. Nothing we're gonna use. Not even we are gonna take any single image from internet. We're just gonna make this from plain CSS. One more thing which I want to tell you. So if you're new to my channel, or also if you're old to my channel, I haven't told this to anyone. So from now I'll be uploading a series of videos in which I'll be cloning most of the Google applications that they have created. So if you're interested, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so that we can break the YouTube algorithm, and that will help me creating more and more content. So after this, so this is basically the first part of the Gmail clone that I'll be uploading soon. So it might be coming within 2, 3 or 4 days, or might be tomorrow. I cannot sure about it, but it will come soon. I'm here. So now let's get started. So first of all, what I'll do, go to your VS Code or any code editor you are using. In this case, I am gonna prefer you VS Code, but that's totally a personal choice. Anyways, so here this is how. So here I just open an empty folder in which I'm gonna create a new file. I'll name it index.html, and in here I'm gonna create another file. 1 second. Yeah. So here we're gonna create another file and name it styles.css. So now we'll go back to our index.html, and inside of here just type exclamation mark, and this will set the boilerplate code for you. So this is the basically boilerplate code which you need. Here we are gonna include our CSS styles. So we are gonna say link rel equals to style sheet and href is equals to styles.css. right, that's it. And now let's say h1 of hello and save that and open. And now what you have to do is, if you are using VS Code, just go to your extensions and install this extension called live share. Just install this extension, and then go to your index.html, click on right click on it, and then click on open with live server. So just wait for some time and it will open this for you. And so now let's get coding. So I'll just bring everything side by side, so to have a better visual. I'll move it down this bit, and here I'm gonna not terminal, I'm gonna close this tag. So what do I want now? What you have to do is go to my GitHub repo. The link will be available down in the description box. Go to the index.html file and copy and paste all of the code that they have, because these are just the plain divs, which I don't think there's any sense of writing all of these. Just go and take all of these down, right? So this is nothing. Now we'll be starting this. So this is the only HTML code we'll be writing. So now let's get started with the CSS. So let's copy those. It is not a big deal. And now let's go back to our styles.css. So first of all, what you're gonna do, go to your home page, styles.css. Here just say to body given margin of 0, and then width of 100%, and height of 100%, font family of Arial, then the sans serif, you can give anything you want. Then here we are gonna style our this logo. Where is the loading? This thing here, our home component. Here we're gonna say hashtag loading, and here we're gonna say it position of absolute. So what position absolute does it removes the container from the floor, and then you can just give in the top of 0. For example, if I give it a position absolute and just say left, right, of 0, then as you can see, it got shifted to right. So this is what a position absolute helps with. And if you still didn't get it, then what you can do, you can like search for some videos on just search Google what is position absolute, and then we'll be good to go. So here we're gonna say a width of 100%, and then here we're gonna say z height of 100%, and then z index of 1000, right? Just to make sure it is always at the top. We actually this it's not important to write that, but just in case it's good to have that. It's not important, it won't make much difference if we don't have it. And here we're gonna give a background of y, so hashtag FFFF, right? Save that, won't make much difference. And then now to our, I'll close this, yeah. So here to our message, we're gonna give some style. So I'm gonna say dot message, I'm gonna give a color of hashtag 757575, yeah, this color. And then I'm gonna give an font of 20 pixels slash 20 pixels, and then Arial, and this thing sans serif, yeah. And then I'm gonna give a letter spacing of 0.2 pixels, letter spacing of not this way, yeah, letter spacing of 0.2 pixels. And then I'm gonna set text align of center. Save that. As you can see, it automatically came to the center. Now we are gonna style this container. So this is basically the loading animation. So, or first of all, let's create our own animations. So what we'll say, we'll add in keyframes here, and here I'm going to give a name of A to LB. I'll explain you what is this. So what this basically tells is like it's used for giving an animation. For example, you have an animation which takes 2 seconds. So here if we say from, okay, let's do one thing. Let's create an for our hashtag. Okay, so okay, this would be better way to explain you. So for example, I say from and from to, right? So if I say this, what this actually means is, now here I can give any styles for styles that I want. For example, I can give an opacity of 1, and then I'm gonna give an here opacity of 2. So what this actually means is ki when you have a container, then for example, okay, let me do this way. Let's get this NLP80, and let's just say width of 50%, 50% view width, and height of 50% view height. And then let's just give an background color of black, right? Save that. I think we should see something. Okay, the reason we don't see anything, background color black, okay, we are giving it width, height, we are giving it everything. And we don't see it, isn't okay, so it is an ID. So to style an ID, you give an hashtag here. So save that. As you can see, now you see this. For example, now I gave an animation here, which name is the name should be the animation you want. In our case, it will be A to LB, which is gonna take around 20 seconds. And then I'm just gonna save this and like close this with a semicolon. Then if I say from color to red, change it to yellow, color to yellow. Save that. Now if we refresh, okay, we don't see anything. I don't see anything. Okay, let's give a name is enough, right? So okay, we still do not see it. Am I doing it the right way? A to LB. If we say at 10%, do this, and at 20%. Okay, the reason it's not working, I have to give background color here, not just simply color. Or I don't know why I'm doing this silly errors. Background color. Now if I save this, as you can see, if I refresh now, as you can see, first the color is red. Okay, so it is red. So okay, we should be okay, if I refresh, okay, I think it's because of 20 seconds. Let's give the time to be 3 seconds. That's it. Let's refresh. Now guys, just notice the color changed to yellow, right? So this is what basically, so this is what basically it does. See, for it tells you have a total time of 3 seconds. So when the time starts, the color change the color from background color of red to yellow. Now you can play with this and give any animation as you want, or any properties you want. For example, you can have an opacity also, but in case you don't want it to be 0 to from or to, you want to be in between. So in that case you can define percent here. So for example, 0%. So what this 0% means, like do at the when the 0% time has been when the 0% time has been consumed out of the total time that an animation has been called. For example, if I okay, one second, yeah, for example, if I say here opacity of 0.5 and then at 50% I want it to be get an opacity of 0.7, right? Save that. Now as you can see, the opacity is changing and then change to black. So what this means is ki at 0% give this an opacity with the start, and then at 50% when it is like divide 3 by 2, I think it's 1.5, then at the 1.5 seconds then give an opacity of 0.7 and then ultimately change it to black, because the default is this one, right? So this is how it works. Now you can give any percent time you want, for example 1%, 25%, 100%, 98%, anything you want, right? So here for our A to LB, here we are gonna give 20 second, 3 second, and a linear and a forwards, linear and forwards. Forwards, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, okay, so we'll style all of this later, we can do this later, it's not important for now. Let's just create these animations, right? So for A to LB, what I'm gonna do is there's also another property called transform. For example, what does transform means? So if I say transform, then I want to change its x-axis to this triangle, this rectangle. I want to change its position. So what I say, if I say translate, then here it accepts two value, that is x-axis and y-axis. So if I say 30 pixels and 40 pixels, so it will change it, so it will transform the whatever the current x-axis is by 30 pixels and the y-axis by 40 pixels. It will change that. If I change it to minus, it will go inside a bit, right? As you can see, not this, yeah, as you can see, it got like kind of an inside of a screen. If I gave it to be 100, it will go more inside, right? So this is what transform means. So now you can play around with the properties. That's the same thing, right? So here what we'll do this animation case, what first of all you're gonna give an transform of translate x. In this case, in case you want to give only x, you want to change only x-axis, then you say minus 300 pixels. So right, basically I want to start it from minus 300 pixel, then at 5% I want it to be transform of translate x-axis, sorry for that, 200 pixels, right? So this way I'm gonna create this animation. So I won't just keep on writing all of those, I'll just copy and paste that, right? So this is what basically does, it's saying at 0% change its x-axis from minus 300 to 40, 30, minus 30, minus 15, and eventually at minus 5 pixels, right? So this is what this basically means. So it basically means ki this thing is for our this thing which is sliding, right? Going from left, it's going to right. So this is what it's making that happen, right? Save that. Similarly, we are gonna create another animation. We're gonna name keyframes A to S. You have to give a name here. It will be A to S here, and then here I'm gonna just say 100%, give an opacity of 1, right? Then I'm gonna have an keyframes of A to H, in which I'm gonna say at 100%, give an opacity of 0. So we'll be using this animation in multiple places. Similarly, I'll give another one. So it basically means just switch all the transform position to default, right? You don't want to have any transforms here. Then we are gonna create another one at the keyframes A to E, and then here we're gonna say at 43%, give or not this give this animation timing function of animation timing function on this cubic breezer values. I'll just put that inside of this, and then here I'm gonna have a transform in which we are gonna scale whatever our div or whatever container is to 0.75. Similarly, I'm gonna create more of these at 60%, 100%. So it's basically switching up the values, nothing much going around here. Then similarly, I'll just write all of these, so I'll just copy all of those which I have. So because there's no point of explaining every single thing and wasting mine and making you bored also. So rotate means it will basically rotate whatever the div is by minus 43 degrees. So yeah, so this way, right, this way. So this is what this means. So opacity is 0.05. there's nothing much going around here, right? So since this is the all the animation that we need, but yeah, we have a lot of CSS remaining, around 400 lines of CSS, don't worry. Yeah, so don't worry don't worry for that. So here now what we are going to say to our NLPT, sorry for that accent, sorry. So here I'm going to say animation of A to S. I'll explain you whenever we get, like for example, if we are using A to S, so I'll explain you what this A to S does. Just let me type all of this. So 0.5 second, 2.5 second, 1 and a forwards, right? So then here we're gonna give a background color of hashtag F1 F1 F1, right, this thing. And then here I'm gonna just say height of 4 pixels, nothing much. And then here I'm gonna give a margin of 56 pixels auto and 20 pixels, right, this way. And then I'm gonna give an opacity of 0, and then overflow of hidden. So then here I'm gonna give a position of relative. So guys, all this position thing I cannot explain, like for this to explain you all the position absolute relative, I need to create another video. So to explain it properly, for that I need to have multiple steps there, so it's not possible to explain in this video. It's nothing but you can just Google it or watch some other videos. There are plenty of good videos who can explain CSS better than me even, right? So you can watch that also. I'm not saying I'm the best, I'm obviously not the best, there are many people better than me. So I'm going to save width of 300 pixels, right? Save that. You obviously will not see nothing, because since we are giving an opacity of 0, if I even say 1 pixel, as you can see, you see that. So for now initially it will be opacity of 0, and then let's see what is A to S. So where is this A to S? Here. So it's basically saying at 100% given opacity of 1. So what this means is if I refresh, okay, you can see it's blank screen now, and then at 100% get an opacity of 1. So this is what this is doing, right? So if we refresh, as you can see, initially you don't have anything, then after some time you get this loading screen, right? So this is what this is. So here now for this thing, giving this red kind of a thing, we are gonna also have an before tag. So what I'm gonna say, what before means, like it will create another, you can say it as a div or something kind of that just before it, like for I'll show you, don't worry. So the way you do is NLPT / before. So now if I say here, first of all you have to say content of content is usually always a string. For example, if I say hello here, so as now you should see an hello written there. As you can see, this thing, you see this thing, right? This is basically the text, but the height is too small, that's why you not see 14. If I say 14 pixels, 14 pixels, as you can see, you see the hello, right? So this is what so this is basically, right, it creates an element just before it. So here we don't want to have any kind of a string, so it will be an plain like empty string. Then here we are gonna give an animation of A to LB. As I said, it was a kind of a moving animation, right? So as you can see, every time we are changing its x position from -300 to 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, right? So this is what it is. So here we're gonna give an A to LB 20 seconds, 3 seconds, linear, not infinite, forwards, right, this way. And then here we'll give that red color background. So here it will be not exactly red color, so it's a different kind of a red color, DB4437, because as you know, like pure colors never works. You won't see any, not a single, like the pure red or a pure black, pure yellow, they are not used much, like different variants of the, as for example playing with the saturation and kind of these things, saturation, all of the thing which we have. So here we are gonna give a height of 100%. It will take them all the levels away. So just highlight, basically it will adjust the height according to automatically, right? Position absolute, and then we are gonna give given transform of translate x minus 300 pixels, right? And then we are gonna give a width of 100%. Save that. Now I think so you should see something coming up, and as you can see, are done with this thing. So there was nothing much we are doing. We are just giving this. This is what it is creating, this magic. So you can just play around with it, you can experiment it how it's work. That will make you more comfortable with it. And now you can pause the video, you can play around with it. I don't have any problem. You want to change something, you do that. That's totally not an issue. By that, so now we can now start working on the next remaining things which we have, this major thing. And as you know, as I told you, we are not using any images, any video, nothing, no libraries. So it's obviously it's gonna be a lot of CSS, right? So here, so now I'm just gonna style all of these divs. So here to our div 2, what I'm gonna say, I'm give a position of absolute, and then a bottom of 0. Let's stick to the bottom. Top of 0, it will make it go to the top. Overflow of hidden, left of 0, and right of 0. Let's see how does okay, this is the last time I'll show you how does that looks. Just giving some extra thing. So I'll give in background color of not white, it will hide what background color, black. Hashtag 00, right? Yeah, hashtag 00, and then height of 100%. You don't see anything. Let's give it a width of 100 pixels. We'll do the same up there, 100 pixels. Save that. Okay, where is, okay, we don't see anything. Okay, we don't see anything. Let me check, because let's open up our inspect, and then here is our div 2. Okay, we have this, then why don't we see anything? Black. Okay, so I thought I think I gave some wrong color. So as you can see, it stick to it. This right here, right? So this is what I don't have to explain you again, right? Self-explanatory, right? Save that. Now here to our div 3, we are gonna give an this kind of this animation. We are gonna have two animations here. One is A to H and A to NT. Let's see what is this. So if you go up, A to H, it's giving at 100% of the total time, it will give an opacity of 0. And then for A to NT, let's find that. Where is that? Here also we are giving at transform, you're gonna at 100%, you're gonna give a transform of none, right? Nothing much. So here we are gonna give a background of hashtag EEE, and then we'll give a border radius of 50%, and then we are gonna give a height of 800 pixels. Yeah, too much, I know. And then we are gonna give a left of 50%, margin of minus 448 pixels, and minus 4, sorry for the noise, I cannot do anything. I don't know why always they have to go in front of my house with their horns on every time. Sometimes they're this thing, horns are like an Hindi song. And top of 50%, and then we are gonna give a transform of scale of 0, right? I hope you're getting that. There's nothing much we are going, and width of 800 pixel. Save that. So here what we are basically saying is background of hashtag EE, border radius 50%, height 800 pixel, nothing much. So if we refresh it, do we see something? as you can see, we see this. I think so it's self-explanatory, I don't have to explain you. Anyways, I'll explain you. So here what the reason it's working is, first of all, at A2H animation, as you can see, at 100% we have an opacity of 0, right? So it will hide at 100% time, right? So and A2NT, let's see what is that. So at A2NT, it will 100% there, it won't get any transfer for this kind, like the scale of a 0, right? So it's basically what is happening. If I remove all of this animation, now let's see what happens. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, the thing is, we didn't see anything, and the reason we didn't see anything, scale of 0, I will remove this. As you can see, we get this, right? So we get this big kind of a circle, and the next thing we're gonna figure it out is to how to make it look like an just look like this thing popping up, this thing, right? So the way I figured it out, for initially we're gonna have a transform scale of 0, so it will look, it's hidden, and then if you go back and for example, we have at one animation we have 100% at 100% transform of none. So basically it will remove the scale of 0, it will be fully visible at 1% at 100% of the total time available, and then I'll bring up that. And for A2H, what we are giving, so here we are getting at 100%, it will get an opacity of 0, right? So this is how it's working. So for example, 100%, so it just comes and fades away, right? This is how it's working. I hope you get that, and I hope so you get that. So and then we are going to our div 4, we are going to give an height of 100%, and then we are going to give an text align of center, text align center. Then it won't make much difference, and here we are gonna say div 5 to another div, we are gonna give an height of 50%. So guys, these are the small div which does not show you changes at the moment, but when you complete this application and if you remove this div, so they will create a much difference, because as you can see, these are the parent containers. So parent containers are usually to position the why we haven't parent what I'm saying, parent div. These are basically, it's mostly for positioning the all of our child components, right? So that's why we use this. So they do not show much difference at the start, but when you complete your application, they play a major role in your application. Sorry guys for this noise, I cannot do anything. Margin of 0 minus 140 pixels, save that. Okay, as you can see, it got kind of a shift to a bit, right? Shifted down a bit. So here we are gonna style a div 6. To a div 6, we are gonna give a height of 128 pixels, and then we are gonna give a margin of 0, and then auto, and then here we are gonna have a position of relative, and then we are gonna give a width of 176 pixels, right? Save that, nothing much, just as I told you. So here with us 170 pixels, here we're gonna have a div 7. I'm again gonna bring my animations. I don't wanna write them again and again, because one single like small things can like weird make things go weird. So here again we're going to give an opacity of 0, and then a transform or scale of 0.68, right? Save that. Okay, yeah, let me explain you. A to S, control F, where is it? A to S again, opacity 0, nothing much, right? Okay, A to S we are giving opacity 0, and then what is A to E? Let's check that. Find it, go to the top. We are using at multiple places. We are only A to E. So okay, so here it's basically at 43%. It is just what it actually does it. Sorry guys for this noise. Sorry, extremely sorry. So what it is doing is just changing the. It is just basically changing the time for this, right? 1 second. Yeah, transform 0, scale of 0.68. Save that. Yeah. So did I explain this A to S or A to A? I don't remember. Just check this out. Okay, I explained. I remember. I explained this. Okay, so let's move on to our next div. So it is our div 8. So to David, guys, I know the names are a bit weird. You can change it according to your preference. There's no issue. So I'm pretty much bad at naming what I'm saying today. Naming names. I'm pretty much bad at naming names, but still, just bear with me. So here I'm gonna give in border radius of 12 pixels, right? And then I'm gonna say box shadow. Box shadow is basically kind of a it gives it in shadow to a box. So you just play with the axis. For example, this 0 pixels, 15 pixels, 15 pixels, minus 15 pixels. You just play with it and just set it according to you. And here we just give an the color which you want. So in our case 0, 0, 0.3, right? So this is just to, you can play with this and like just set it around it, does not matter, right? So here we got a box shadow. Then here I'm gonna say in height I'm gonna give in 128 pixels, and then I'm gonna give in position of an absolute, not relative, absolute. Absolute. So it will automatically take adjust. It will relate to the parent container which has got the relative position left of 0, and then we are gonna say overflow hidden, and then top 0, transform of scale of 1, and then at last width of 170 pixels. Not this way. Yeah, wait, why do an error? Okay, so here you have to include this right there also, right? As you can see, we get this Gmail box, right? So as you can know, so now if we remove something from up there, if we remove div 7, let's see what happens. Right now, just notice here is like this, and currently see, this is what div 7 was, right? Actually, I told generally it's like when you style those, it gives the position kind of a this. So this is the reason we had a div 7, right? For like it didn't show any animation at the moment, but as soon as got in child component, it had an animation with that, right? So as you can see, we are somewhat working with that. So we have got the basic thing almost ready. We have to go with this, do work on this thing. So like basically what I mean is ki not getting the like parent container is something like when you're styling that, you won't see, like you have to think ahead to style a parent component, to think ahead. Like you basically have to think, these are all the styles that I wanna give to all my children, all the children that I have, not my children. What I'm saying, I don't, sorry guys, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah. So here transform scale is 0.68. So what I'm saying again, yeah. Anyway, so here, yeah. So this style is basically like styling it according to yeah. So div style like basically to these are the styles which you give to all the children that component has, right? So I hope it makes sense. Hopefully, if it doesn't also make sense, yeah, if it doesn't make sense, I'll be available at Instagram. You can always anytime message me. I don't have many subs, so I don't get a lot of DMs. I will definitely reply you, even if it is a negative comment. No, actually I will ignore that, right? So here div 9 I'll just say animation of A to NT. I'll explain you what is this in a second, and then 0.667 seconds, and then 1.5 second, and 1 second, and then I'm gonna say cubic breezer 0.4 comma 0 comma 0. Guys, if you are like getting confused what are these numbers I'm typing, Google it, all your confusion are gonna get cleared, right? Because it's nothing, it's like not, I cannot explain you this. I don't know like how to explain these numbers. I never got the way to explain these numbers, right? Google this and your doubt will be clear. Trust me, I also get this cubic breezer kind of a thing from Google. I also don't understand most of this cubic breezer, like I truly understand, but I don't know how to explain it, right? So just basically go to the Google. If I explain you, you will get a lot of confused. So just go to Google. Google is the best source to clear your doubts, whether it's anything in this world, right? So here, trust me, you don't have to go to school. If you can also educate yourself only through Google without spending a penny on education. Trust me. D2. So let's continue with this. I'm not giving a lecture here. So anyways, so here I'm gonna give in kind of a red color, D2 3 and F1. So why do I get off topic a lot? So border radius of 50%, and then I'm gonna give in height of 270 pixels, and guys also like many people also just work on it, like I don't want like just okay, anyway, so many people tell me that the beginners find key coding is like, so many people quit coding because they find it to be confusing, difficult, not understandable. So guys, the key is, most of the people will tell you have to be patient, anything like give more time to coding. Trust me, when you start coding, right, don't focus on don't see the next day, like see the future thing. No, I'm explaining the same thing what other people say. Basically, don't work for learning coding, just do it for show off, and okay, now I have to explain this also, otherwise many people are gonna misjudge me and I don't know what they're gonna think about. So why I'm saying to do it for show off, when you do it for show off, what you'll do is you'll just copy the code, whatever the guy is writing, you just copy that and just paste it in your this and paste it inside of this thing, your own code. But copying means not go to in GitHub repo and just copy all of that and pasting that. Copying means basically at least listen to that guy what is saying, because even if like something is at least going in your head, right, for if I'm speaking rubbish also, then also like it's just, I'm speaking rocket science also, at least 2% of that will go inside of your head, and then you won't see the results at the moment, but after 2 or 3 months you'll feel like this is easy, this I know this. So and then you'll be like, you'll pass through that the step of going like what do you say this, okay, I'll speak this in simple English. So you'll just pass through the stage of going through the position like you don't understand anything, and then after 1 month you'll be like, I never started coding, but I know everything. I never went that phase, right? So that happened with me. That's why I'm just telling you, right? So if you want me to create that on video, well, I won't do that, but still I might think of, if I don't have any content, might be margin 125 pixels, position of an absolute, then I'm gonna give it top of 25 pixels. Top of 25 pixels. Guys, subscribe right now, right, or else I'm gonna come to your home and then I'm gonna make you subscribe there, right? Translate text, because if you're just at this point, if you're making this till now, I like you're there, that means you're really interested, and then if you don't subscribe, you're gonna miss a lot of content. That's what I'm telling you. And just here scale, just I'm gonna say scale, and here I'm gonna scale it to 0.5. subscribe now, right? And then I'm gonna say width of 270 pixels and save that. You got this thing right here. Do I have to explain it? As you can see, border radius 50%, nothing to explain. If I remove the, okay, let's see what happens if I remove the margin. Okay, and let's give it to be positive 135. Not this, also 105 pixels, oh, no, 15 pixels. Okay, leave it anyways. Let's keep it 135. Okay, why it's not showing up? Wait, what do we need to, what is the margin that I need to, okay, sorry, it has to be 25, right? Minus 25. Okay, the reason I'm doing that, explain in a second. Okay, minus 55, 75. Okay, still fine. 95. Yeah, as you can see, it's just in circle here, right? It's basically we created in circle with this animation, this basic animation, guys. Basic animations, right? Nothing but 100% transform then, right? Basically remove the scales. Right, so here, sorry, yeah, so here background of this border is 50, yeah, here. So it's basically it's in circle, and then we position it in such a way that we only see the bottom part, so we don't see the upper part, right? This is what I meant is, right? So basically it's an kind, like, most of the people might get confused, like how did he remove the circle, how did he get a semicircle? He never said, he didn't give an border, like he gave the border range to all of your div, so how is getting the circle? So I just explain you why did I get that, right? So let's say minus 135 pixels to to show it to make it at the center. Are we heading somewhere, or we are going? Yeah, we are heading somewhere. You might not see at the moment, but soon you're gonna see you're gonna see an very nice animation, right? So here let's continue div 10. To a div 10 we're gonna give an height of 128 pixels. Why is coding always typing? Left of, I like, there should be a way that you just speak and the computer automatically types. Yeah, then you're gonna have then you have to spend hours of debugging, computer debugging. Position of absolute, and then top of 0, and the transform of scale of 1, and then width of 136 pixels, right? Save it, not much, soon you'll get the difference. So here we'll see div 11. What do we need to give to div 11? Background of hashtag even this way, and then here we're gonna say height of 128 pixel, and then once again, how is this happening? 120 pixels, okay, so what is it? Okay, here it should be PC. It has not to be 128 pixels, it has to be 128 PC. Wait, let me just confirm it is pixels or PC. So okay, so it's PC then. PC is also a unit if you don't know it about. You can just Google it if you are not sure. 1 second, why is this happening? Why is this not working properly? Was it working earlier? Wait, what happened? Was it working properly? Okay, my bad, it's working properly. What is, yeah, okay, fine, it's working properly. I think it's working properly. So here we're gonna give an left of 0, and then we are gonna yeah, so let's continue whatever we're doing. I'm gonna get a new camera, this camera sucks. So here to our div, we are working on div 11, left of 0, position absolute, and then I am gonna have on top of 0, then in without 860. Wait, why is this happening? Yeah, width of 68 pixels, 68. Save that. Okay, yeah, then here let's okay, you got something. I have to explain this. So here, as you can see, it's like it's making this kind of a look like this. What to explain, I don't know. So if I change to pixels, nothing much happens. Okay, I have no idea why this done, but nothing happened anyway. So with the 68 pixels, so I don't think I have to explain anything. If let's play around with it too. Let's see if I change to width of 170 pixels, you say nothing. I don't understand what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm explaining out. Anyways, so guys, I know you can hear me, right? I know I'm saying that purposely. I know you can hear me, right? So here with the one, okay, yeah, let's continue. Yeah, let's continue. Here, let's to a div 12. Yeah, to div 12. To another div, we are gonna give an animation of A to H. This animation, yeah, right here, in which we are gonna give a background of hashtag EEE. Then I'm gonna take and give an height of 128 pixels. Be happy, take that. Left of 0, and then an opacity of 1, and then position of absolute, and then top of 0, and then width of 68 pixels, right? Good, nice. So guys, yeah, let's save it and let's have a refresh. Okay, so this is what this is happening. So it basically, this thing only is visible, like it covers this after some time. Like it's basically the animation is playing all the role that we are doing here. Animation, like it's a it's a very intelligent task which I did, right? It's called intelligent work to do that, right? Yeah, right. So this is okay, and not my, yeah. So here, as you can see, so it is, if I remove, so it's basically the, it's basically what is happening here. So if I refresh, so as you can see, it is now here, then it becomes there. So it is just some kind animation that is playing role, but we want to have it always to it, we want it to be always here. Oh, this noise. Yeah, so here we want it to be always like this. Okay, I'll work out with something while editing it. I'll just try reducing the noise here. Anyways, let's continue. So here, this is the thing. As you can guys see, we are not using any single image, right? So we are just using this plain CSS colors and this nice width, height, this common properties, right? So here we are not also doing writing rocket science CSS, right? So here just we're gonna say div 13. Guys, trust me, the CSS could be more simpler, right? You can, like, if you brainstorm a bit more, you can also reduce, like, you will increase the number of lines, but you will increase the difficulty here. Like, yeah, basically not difficulty, like it is also easy, I think so, but yeah, kind of like you can increase by like making it simpler is directly proportional to increasing the lines, right? If the code is efficient, then obviously, like, not in always, like in some cases it would be like there would be like the code would be more. If you are writing efficient code, then the code number of lines would be less. In most cases, sometimes it can be more than large also, but in most cases this happen as personal experience. Background of hashtag EEE, and then height of 128 pixels, sorry, 100 pixels, 100 pixels, and then I'm gonna say a left of 10 pixels, and then we are gonna given position of absolute, then position absolute, then we are gonna given top of 56 pixels, and then we are gonna given transform of scale y, transform scale y to 0.73, and then we want to rotate it by 135 degree, right? Degree. Save, not save that, and then at last given width of 200 pixels, right? Now we can continue. As you can see, we get this slant. This is because of this rotate. If I remove this rotate, you won't get this slant. Trust me, you won't get the slant. As you can see, you don't get the slant. It's just in plain this thing, right? And then you rotate it, it becomes like this, right? Good work. I know you are getting this thing, right? This is why we have this rotate, right? Good, excellent. Let's continue. So here we are gonna say dot div of 14, and then we are gonna given background of hashtag BBB, hashtag BBB. Guys, like, write down in comment what kind of, like, how kind of videos you want. Do you want it to be like directly straightforward? I'm not speaking any rubbish, I'm just saying the code, everything, I'm writing the code again and again without talking anything. You want that kind of video, I'll do that. I don't have any problem. When I do have, I'll be bored. Anyways, yeah, so just tell me. So here's height of BB, and had them height, then we're gonna given height of 176 pixels, and then we wanna given left of 0, and then position of absolute. Also, I'm thinking of doing a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Let's see how good response we get after 1 month on this. Like the series which I'm creating of all cloning all this thing. If we get a good response on this, I will definitely do a giveaway. And then I'm gonna say rotate. Wait, yeah, here I'm gonna say again and rotate a 135 degree, man, and then with a 176 pixels, right? Save that, and you got this, my friend. You got this thing. Let's keep this good work. I'll get a certificate for this, and this is gonna just, and this is gonna be like, I don't understand, like, I create all this, it's always put into my hard drive, just kept in a small little section. No one sees that. Well, okay, anyways, background of hashtag EEE, and then border radius of 12 pixels, border area 12 pixels, 12 pixels. So it's basically like left, what is it, left, right, left top, right bottom, right. I think it's kind of a this. I just messed up with the sequence. I just Google whenever I have to get the sequence right. So here it's like okay, just figure that guys, trust me. Okay, don't trust me. So here let's just say given bottom trust me guys, trust me. So bottom of 176 pixels, bottom of 117 pixels, sorry, 117 pixels, and then we are going to give a height of 12 pixels, small height, and then a slash, and then we are going to give a left of 55 pixels, position of absolute, right. I am doing it like this way, position absolute, and then I'm going to give a transform. Where's my transform? I'm gonna rotate it by this time minus 135 degree, yeah, this way. Scale of y, scale y of 1.73, this way my friend, this way, and then a width of 136 pixels. Save that. Looks clean, not looks clean, but yeah, it tells we are heading somewhere, right. You obviously don't get the results at the moment, you have to wait for some time, you have to be patient to get the results, right. But everyone says. So here we are gonna have div 16. To div 16 we are gonna give a background of hashtag EEE. EEE is a favorite color, and then not favorite color but use much 96 pixels, and then we are gonna give a position absolute, right 0, right 0, then left top 0, sorry, top 0, and then width of 96 pixels, 96 pixels. Save that. Okay, we got this red color. Nice. Nice. Wait a second. Yeah, with the 136 pixels, yeah. Here, so okay, div 16 done, 96, okay, yeah. So let's now let's target our div 17. To this we are gonna give an box shadow inset, and then 0 not 0 equals to 0, what is 0 equals to 0, 0 10 pixels, hashtag 888, right, this way, and then height of 155 pixels. And for the first time in, like, not for the first time, but yeah, in this file I think for the first time I will be giving first position absolute, then left and right tags, right, big achievement, right 0 and left 0, left 0, right, with the 155 pixels, well 55 pixels. Okay, messed up, but yeah, won't be messed up soon, it will become more clean soon. Now we are gonna style. Oh, we wrote 330 lines of CSS. I didn't really realize that. Didn't really realize that by me. Anyways, so div 18, again some animations, my friend. I'll just copy 1 second. Yeah, the animations. Right, so here you're gonna give a background color which is linear gradient. If you still don't know linear gradient, if you don't know what is linear gradient, just Google it. Nothing much. Background of linear gradient. Yeah. So here we are gonna give comma RGBA. This 38 comma 0, and then RGBA we are gonna give 38 comma 0.2. just save that. Okay guys, if you're wondering whenever I save why this automatically gets clean, right, like it's it automatically like adjusts itself, right. So the reason I have an extension called Prettier. So just go to your just here and just search for Prettier, install this. I'm using this for nice looks right here. So this thing background, this little background, and then sorry guys, to 25 pixels, um, and then I'm gonna give a left of 0. Okay, messed up, I know that. Left of 0, opacity of 0, left of 0, height 220, opacity 0, position absolute, and then top 0, and then transform, not translate, rotate by around minus 43 degree, not 23 my friend, 43, yeah, this, and then a transform origin, it will transform its origin, self-explanatory, transform origin here 0, 30 pixels, right? And then with 176 pixels, wait, yeah, here 176 pixels, save that. Nice, messed up, you got this nice little effect my friend, this nice effect like this. Notice this, you got this thing here, right? Nice, we are heading somewhere. So here, how many divs are left? We are on, again, few more divs and then we will be done. So here to our div 19, we'll be giving some, okay, I'll just copy, so I'll just copy this animation here. Animation, this I explained, I think I explained every animation. So here I'm just gonna give a border radius of 12 pixels. 12 guys, if you don't understand anything, feel free to comment down on the description, not description, comment down on what in the bottom, like scroll down, scroll from your mouse, just scroll, and then you'll see something to type comment, and then just you can type the comment here, or else you can just in the description you'll find my Instagram link, click on that and you'll meet my Instagram handle. You can talk to him, like just message me, and then there would be a silly bot messaging you, and then I'll reply you soon, right? So here border is 12 pixels, and then you'll have a height of 100 pixels, and then you have a left of 0, and then overflow hidden, position absolute, and then we are gonna say top of 0, and then I'm gonna say transform scale y of 1, and then we are gonna say transform origin to top, and then we are gonna give a width of 176 pixel. Save it. Okay, let's continue. Div 19, yeah. So here to our div 20, we are gonna say height of 176 pixels. I'm tired of speaking. 176 pixels, left of 0, and then position of absolute, I have to edit this also, man, top of minus 100 pixels, and then transform of scale y 0.73, and then I'm gonna say rotate 135 degree. Save it, and then let's continue, like transform scale y, okay, wait, I did something really, yeah, it's everything fine. So here I'm gonna give a width of 176 pixels, right? You can also create a variables for this, it doesn't matter, right? So here we're gonna say div 20, and then we are gonna say again a height of 176 pixels, left of 0, and then a position of, wait a second, I already styled div 20, what I am doing, man. Okay, so here we are gonna have an animation again appearing up. Here we are gonna have a box shadow of minus 5 pixels, and then a 0 and 12 pixels. The color is gonna be RGBA of 0.5, and then height 176 pixels, and then left of 0, position absolute, and then opacity 0, and then top of 0, and width 176 pixels. Save it, right? Okay, look somewhat close. And then we are gonna have another div 22, in which we are gonna give a background of hashtag DDD, and then we are going to give an height of 176 pixels, and then we are going to give a position of absolute, and then we are going to give a top of 0, and then you're going to give an overflow of hidden. Oh, it might, okay, someone can convert it into a wrap also. Yeah, someone can convert it, right? And 176 pixels, and then left of 0, save that. Okay, we are heading somewhere now. We do have nice colors, man. We are almost done, right? So to do that, I'm gonna create will target another div, and here we are gonna give an animation of A to NT. Here I'm gonna say 0.667 seconds, 1.25 second, 1. Okay, let me copy this cubic breezer, come here, and yeah, forwards, say that. And then let's give a background of hashtag db 4437, say that, right? And then given border radius of 50%, border radius 50%, and then position of absolute, and then bottom of 41 pixels, and then given height of 225 pixel, and then given left of 41 pixels, transform of scale 0, okay, scale of 0, and then width of 225 pixels. Make sure you have the semicolon here, it is not JavaScript. Okay, you got something, yeah, that's nice. Okay, almost close with completing our application. Almost, like we are almost close. We just need to do some small things. Here we are gonna have a background of hashtag f1, right? And then we are gonna have a height of 128 pixels, right? And then left of 24 pixels, and then position of absolute, and then top 24 pixel, and then transform of rotate, 1 second, yeah, here we are going to rotate it by 90 degree, and then left 24, and then you're going to give a width of 128 pixel, save it. Okay, yeah, we got something looking, right? So it is just basically kind of a wrapper, bro. If I remove this rotate now, then it will look different. Then you can see it looks kind of different now. If I have this rotate, it will look different, right? So small things makes difference. Div 25. Okay, so here we are gonna have another animation, and then here we're gonna have a background of hashtag FFF. Okay, yeah, background height of 176 pixels, and then opacity of 0, and then transform rotate of 90 degree, right? And width of 176 pixels, my friend. Okay, bro, we are almost done with this, right? We're almost done. We are starting with that last div. I think we messed up some animations, or we are correct. Okay, just timestamp this and tell me, did we miss some animation, or we are correct, or everything's working fine. Let's save that. And as you can see, it doesn't work properly, right? So let's see why it doesn't work. I knew in the start. So okay, let's figure it out. Why does not it works? What's the issue we are having here? So I hope there's not an issue with anything with this. Let's refresh once again to check. Okay, let's check why is this error correct. So I knew, like, there were some mistakes already here, like you should not have seen this. Okay, let's see why does that happen. Okay guys, so there were a couple of places where we messed up. First of all, the place where we messed up was here. one, it should not be one S, it should be one single M, single one. So as you can see now, it looks much clean now. As you can see, right, it was like this earlier, and by adding this one single S here, it looks like this now, right? So here it is this thing. And the another thing where I went which we did wrong here, where we having transform here. So no, here it, instead of transition, it has to be transform over here. So transform root, yeah. Now let's refresh. Looks better. And the another place where we went wrong, where we having our left of 10 pixels. Let me control left that, left of 10, yeah, here. So instead of it being left of 10 pixels, left 13, right, yeah, it has to be 1 pixels here, single M, single 1 pixels. And then instead of this, you can top 56 pixels, 100 hashtag EE position absolute, and here this we can reduce it to 1.73. doesn't make a lot of difference, but still okay, yeah. So here, okay, so looks somewhat close. Okay, so the thing which was causing the error was this div 17, right, this 17. So inside of this 17, first of all, it has not to be 155, it has to be 115, and instead of to be left of 0, it has to be top of 0, right? Save that, and now that should work. And as you can see, it's working, right? That means we are done with the application, right? Yeah, we are done. This is the everything which we, this is the last thing which we did. Yeah, we are done. I don't know how long the video is anyways. So we are done with the application. Hope you got some knowledge inside your head, and if you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for the amazing content that I'm gonna be uploading. The full Google clones which we'll be creating every Google application. Current one is the the classroom has been already uploaded. Then I'll be uploading Gmail clone. This is basically the part 1 of that, and then I'm gonna upload a YouTube clone. So this is the sequence for now which I'm gonna mix uploading, and then I'll let you know the sequence once we upload the YouTube clone, right? So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you enjoyed, hit like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.